So, I'm not in Vietnam right now, as you can tell from my room, because y'all should know by now. But I was back in Vietnam during TET 2025, and I want to talk to y'all about today about a really meaningful moment I had, because I had a chance to go to a nursing home in Ho Chi Minh to spread some positive energy and basically give some people samples of my tea brand that I'm working on, and I'm gonna give you all more information about that soon. But it's essentially some really healthy tea, and I also just wanted to use it to, you know, gift it around to people, spread happy vibes, because I know sometimes it can get lonely there. So basically, nursing homes are for kind of disadvantaged elderly people, and it's kind of a place for them to rest and reside in, because now they're old and they can't really live by themselves and, you know, take good care of themselves and all that. And basically it's just a place for kind of grandma and grandpas to kind of just lay low because of, you know, old age and health problems. So as you can tell, it's probably gonna get really lonely because they don't really have any family around them and just people to take care of them and other old people that kind of share the same problems that they have. So that's where we came in, and right when we got there. And so that's when we came in, right? So right when we got there, we just wanted to set the mood right from the outset, right? We went around talking to about every single elderly person that we could, you know, all the grandmas, all the grandpas, none left behind, and we got to know them really well. And I want to talk about one experience that was really meaningful to me. So there was this person, her name is Bathu, and she talked so much and she seemed so excited that everyone was here and dancing and singing along and, you know, rising up the energy. And she just kept going on about how it gets really lonely in here sometimes, and that she was super grateful that, you know, youngsters like us get to come in here and share our emotions with everyone else. And she basically said that from you guys, you know, dancing, singing, showing all this positive energy, you know, it reminded me of what it was like when I was young and not like old now and all that stuff. And it brought her back like some super happy memories. And that moment right there, like, it just made the trip so worth it, because I felt like what we're trying to achieve is actually working, and that we're putting something good out there in the world. And, you know, it just really touched my heart and made me smile. Alright, so the next part of the story, right, is, so after we basically greeted all the people and stuff, you know, have a talk for a while, I decided to bring my gift in for them, which is my tea brand, and it has a bunch of health benefits, like helping with high blood pressure, with diabetes. The list can go on, but that's just one stuff. The fun stuff is that we got to make some of that, and we got to pour it for the people, and they seem to really enjoy it, which is good. And they even, you know, gave us advice on how to improve, you know. So many benefits, you know, to them and to us. And overall, bunch of fun, amazing, touched my heart. Yeah, so after the tea, you know, we just kept talking because everyone had a lot to talk about. And by everyone, I mean like us, to know more about their story, but them also to us, because it just felt like, you know, they just wanted to talk to someone because it had been so long, you know. And so we tried to get a few clips in, you know, because we wanted to respect their privacy. But I think I'll play some clips here so y'all can see. It was a really, I guess, emotional time for all of us, because it just grounded me to the earth. Because I realized, like, there are so much good-hearted people in this world. And so this trip has really impacted me a lot, and it's kind of changed my perspective of life, I guess, and taught me many lessons. And I guess the most important lesson I've learned from this whole thing is that we really need to appreciate our life much more than we already are, because seeing all these people, you know, the fact that us stupid youngsters can just go in and make them smile probably means that they are really lonely out here, and it really hurts to see that. And it's just kind of a reality check knowing that we're not gonna be in this life forever. We don't have forever.